Good morning, good morning. It's a Chi morning. So standing, Wuji position, so feet are nice and firm on the floor. Let's really connect in with the dantian just below the belly button. Really connecting in with the dantian, drawing the energy up the spine, out through the top of the head, through the clouds, through the sky, out through the atmosphere, and attaching to the North Star, finding that central northern point in which everything spins. That's the central axis. Bringing the attention back down through the body, down into the perineum, and feel that cord coming down through the ground, through your floor, through the ground, through the earth, right to the center of the earth. So you can feel that pull to the heavens and that pull to the earth, which is the yin, the nourishing, the ground. The sky, which is the warming, the energy, the chi, the movement. And we mix those two together to create our own individual chi. So moving over, first of all, to the left foot, sending roots down the foot so that you're nice and secure, raising your toes, putting a pencil between your toes, and just write your name. Say good morning, whatever your name is, whatever you're writing. You can write your surname too. Good morning, Joanne Faulkner. Good morning. Good morning, Joanne Faulkner. And over to the right side, feeling the roots going down the right foot, raising the left foot. And again. I'll write my name again. Good morning, Joanne. Good morning, Joanne. And then a Faulkner. So writing your surname. Say, I love you. Good morning. Well done for showing up this morning. Coming over in Wuji position, actually feet together, knees together, coming down into the knees and up and down and up, each time sinking lower and lower and lower. So this time we're going to sink low to the floor, as low as you can, just letting your hands graze on the floor and let your head drop down. Feeling that stretch down the spine, breathing in, up onto the tiptoes, and down. Feeling the chi in your hands, scooping from the energy from the floor, and up onto tiptoes, and down. Thighs nice and strong. Feeling that lovely elongation through the hips, the buttocks, letting your head roll down, and coming to stand, Wuji position. Now we're going to take drawing down the heavens, breathing in and out. We're going to reverse the flow though. Leaving your hands here, breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and out. Sinking down with the knees and in. Feeling that chi coming into the body from the top of the head right down to the dantian. And in. No, out. Oh, I've lost it. Okay. And breathing out. And in. And out. Feel that energy and in. Over the top of the head, back of the spine, and out, and in. Feel it right over the top of the head, through the shoulders, right down to the dantian. In, and out. Last time, gather it up, and gather, 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 holding in the dantian, holding in the dantian. Coming up on the tippy toes, back on the heels, up on the tippy toes, back on the heels. Using your hands, and then when we come back on the heels, sit but don't sit. Up and sit but don't sit. Up, sit but don't sit. And feet together, knees together, hands onto the knees. Let's circle the knees. And the other way. Feeling the chi being drawn up from the ground, up through the legs. Feel the warmth. And wobbly hands. Let's wobble into the buttocks. Over onto the sacrum. Back to the buttocks, down the outside of the legs, up the inside, down the outside, up the inside, right down the outside, the exact kind of horizontal line. Now again over the sacrum, making a diamond over the sacrum, and let's just open the sacrum slightly. Little circles, drawing little circles with those index fingers. Shoulders down from the ears. No tension in the body. Just feel the enjoyment of the spine as it opens up. And again the other way. Remember the liver meridian crosses at the groin, taking your attention down into your groin. And figure eights, forwards, backwards, forwards, back. And the other way. Very good. And hands on the hips, let's take it big. Circling, circling. Again, taking the attention right down to the groin, right down to the sexual organs. Feel the warmth and the fluidity and the movement here, round the other way. Opening up through the spine. Now, figure eights, back with the bum, forward with the hips, back with the bum, forward with the hips. Really feeling it through your spine and your shoulders. And the other way. And just beginning to rock slightly out to either side. Feet are facing forwards. Start from the dantian and just swing the arms. And out to the side. Lovely. Oh, feel this stretch. So through the side, and feel the hips nice and open. Right through the sacrum. Keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed. Very good, very good. Now let's shake the tree. Let's shake the tree. Legs should feel nice and warm. Hips nice and warm. And bring that energy up through the spine. Feel the spine like a straw. You can suck that energy up the spine. Right to the shoulders. Feel it coming down through the arms. Opening up all the joints in the shoulders and the elbows and the fingers. Up we come. And let it go. You can let the head go as well. And coming to some stillness. Feeling the chi. Can you feel the chi? Scoop up we come, hands to the ceiling. Up, Gather, 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 and bring it down over the front of the body, stroking down the front of the body, right down to the dantian, feeling into the dantian, round to the kidney area, back down the legs, to the little toe, and scoop it up the inside. And again, up the spine, and over the front. Round to the kidneys. Good morning, kidneys. Good morning. Backbone. Down the backs of the legs to the little toe. Scoop it up from kidney 1, from the inside of the foot. Gathering in the dantian. Last time. Suck it up the spine to the top of the head. Gather it in the hands over the front of the body. Scooping it, loving it. Down to the dantian. Round to the kidney area, loving your backbone, feeling your courage and willpower, soft and flexible, and gather in the dantian. And just making lovely light little fists. Let's begin with a little ampuku. Ampuku is hara massage. So we are now doing ampuku. So nice little taps all the way around. Under the rib cage on the left, under the rib cage on the right. Down to the ileocecal valve, over to the sigmoid colon, and up we come again. Now, this time using your hand, just massaging underneath the ileocecal valve. How to find the ileocecal valve is if you find your belly button and your hip bone, it'd be kind of halfway between the two. So we're not pressing on the top of there because you'll find that it's quite kind of solid. We're just massaging underneath. And if that's too painful, you can do like little mouse, and you can just give little pinches, like a little mouse nibbling and dispersing the energy. Just moving the ileocecal valve. And scoop it up to the side of the body. Scoop it up to the side and to the side. And again on the other side. See if you can see how the two sides feel. When you've finished one, before you move to the other, see how they feel. That feels warm and opening and even giving some relief to the hip here. So on the other side, just scooping underneath the intestine there, the sigmoid colon. And again, scoop it to the side of the body. Scoop it to the side. I mean, in shiatsu, when I give shiatsu, the hara is like the central thing. I could spend a whole day on the hara. But here we are. We're doing something very central. Now find your belly button. And what I want you to do is just massage all around your belly button. My waistband is on there. So there's my belly button. And I'm just making little spirals all the way around. So this is our first point of nourishment. This is where we connected with our mother and were nourished first. So actually spiraling, making these little spirals all around the belly button, really good. You can feel any tightness in the organs. So for me over here, the top part here is kind of a little bit tight, and that'd be telling me my spleen and stomach not that great, but everything else is pretty all right. So you can just take your hand on hand, give a nice little massage to your belly, right into your belly button. Give thanks to that nourishment. Remember, we're doing stomach spleen, and that's the mother energy, Mother Earth. So really feel that nourishment that you get. And the other part of nourishing is the small intestine, which you remember, if you put your hand here, the small intestine would cover your hand. And what the small intestine does is it really helps us manage emotions and separate out emotions. So a lot of the time, emotional stuff can really be stuck in the small intestine. So by helping the large intestine, we shift things from the small intestine. So just by doing the scooping around the belly button, really great for that. Now let's come over to the spleen and give it a nice little massage underneath the ribs and the liver. And let's do CV12. So taking your hand, here's my belly button. Can you see? There's my belly button. I'll do it into the light. And I'm going to put my whole hand and there, CV12. Oh, that's tight for me this morning. So I'm just going to, I'm not even pressing very hard. I'm just moving around. So you might remember in the email yesterday, this is a great point. It's where the triple heater meets the small intestine and the stomach. And of course, the conception vessel. So it's a great harmonizing point. So you can tap into it. And if you've had a hernia here, because quite often we can get hernias here, you want to go, there's my belly button, one hand, two hands, and just do that point instead. And of course, you can do CV17. All of those points, if you like, you can take your fingers and just press down into the belly button with the two fingers. And a little bit of a tap. Let's get it moving, dispersing the chi so that it's not stuck and stagnant, dispersing a chi. And liver 13, let's do that, scratching monkey. Scratching monkey. Liver 13, and the other way. Giving our wrists a nice opening up as well. And taking our left hand, put it over to the right side and our right hand on the elbow and just holding the liver. Liver's on the right side. Holding the liver and sending lots of wonderful green energy. Think kind of daffodils, greeny yellow. Sending all that wonderful green yellow light into the liver, smiling to the liver. Good morning, liver. Good morning. Remember, we have our talk tomorrow night on reducing pain and increasing energy. And next month, we're going to have David Millard talking about healing organs and inner smile. So he'll be going through each of the organs with the colors, the smiles, the sounds. Very, 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 very interesting. And let's swap it over. And we go over to the left-hand side. So we take our right hand over to the left, holding the elbow. And we send lots of wonderful golden orange brown. Feel the comfort, the mother energy. Can you feel your tummy relaxing? Or maybe it's gone into a little bit of cramps. I got a little bit of crampy over here. I'm just going to send it some warmth and energy and sit with what is. Put a little arm around what is there for you today. Be in your senses and feel what it is and just say it's okay. I hear you. You're feeling a bit crampy. I hear you. Let me send you some energy and some love. And hand over hand, disperse the energy out. And let's gather it in, gather it in, gather it in. Can you feel the difference as you gather it into the dantian? Gathering it right down into the belly, holding the dantian, which is just 2 centimeters below the belly button, again on the CV line, conception vessel 6. All these points are in the book. Get the book. Hold the CV6. Say good morning to your belly. Lovely. Now I think what we'll do is holding that kind of belly energy, taking a few breaths into the dantian, breathe it out like a balloon, feel it balloon breathing, and in, sending the belly button to the back of the spine. In and out. Belly button to the back of the spine. Imagine lots of warmth and energy filling your belly. In and out. Holding it here, one hand goes to the ceiling, the other one to the floor. Breathing in and gather. Gather. No, sorry, stretch out. Really stretching out and gather in. This time, as we come up, rotate around, eyes follow the fingers, hand goes behind you as we stretch out the torso. Breathing in, coming to center, and following the fingers up to the ceiling, and out. Feeling all that openness in the belly that you just really massaged and sent love, warmth and energy. So feel it really relaxing as you do this stretch. Belly is really, really, really relaxed. As you open up the ribs and coming to center, holding in the dantian, holding above that CV12 point, sending lots and lots of energy into there from the palms of your hands. Now, often the spleen can be about over worrying and overthinking. If we like, we have, it's a bit like a computer, and we have a hard drive in the computer, but we need the processor to access it. We need to access the hard drive, and that's what the spleen does. It kind of helps access everything in the body. You know, it accesses the food, it transports it, and it helps the body. But what the body can do then is overthink it, overwork it, like a processor in a computer that doesn't stop. So what we'll do is help to let the mind go and stop worrying. So standing in a T, breathing in, and out we come to the side, throwing the ball. Anything that you have that you want to let go of, just let go of it. Anything that you're thinking a lot about, just for now, we're just going to let go. So feet stay facing forwards. You just twist over the front of the body. Feel it coming through the sacrum. We've opened the sacrum. That's nice and open. Letting go, letting go, letting the mind relax. Feeling the space between your eyes and your eyeballs. Feeling the space between your brain and your scalp. Let it go. Breathe it and let it go. Feeling the chest cavity opening, the heart opening, and coming to stillness. Gathering in the dantian. What we're going to do is pebbles on a pond or pebbles on a lake. So gathering into your dantian with your palms at your stomach sides, the sides of your body around where your stomach is, breathing in and out, and the palms face down, and you imagine you're just feeling the ripples across a pond, and gather into the dantian, into the stomach. Really, the stomach and spleen is all about harmonizing the body, bringing the energy in, the energy up, and being in great harmony. So hands, palms facing out, breathing in and out. Gather together. I'll show you from the sides. As we go out over the pond, the hips tilt slightly back, bum goes out, and gather and out. Feel the ripples, gently harmonizing. Out and in. Out Can you feel your belly relaxing? Feel the harmony of this exercise. Called pebbles on a lake or pebbles on the pond. And the ripples spread out across the lake. And out. And in. Coming to rest. Gather, gather, gather. Again, I just feel like I want to have a little bit of a rub here. So anywhere that needs rubbing or moving on your tummy right now, we can do that. Oh, that's good. That's really kind of softened something there for me. And pressing down, I want to open up the shoulders and open up the neck. So pushing into the floor with the hands, activating the little fingers and the fourth fingers and looking over your shoulder. And again, over the other shoulder. And again, really feeling into the heels of the hand. And over the other shoulder. And again. We're not looking over the back of the body, we're just looking to the side. Dropping the shoulders, feeling into the little finger and the fourth finger. And drop that, drop that. And a little bit of wobbly hand into the shoulder. Feeling the chi moving through the shoulder, and again on the other side. Top of the spine, top of the spine. Giving a nice massage, scooping up either side of the spine, scooping up. And again, scoop up the other side. Do underneath the occipital ridge, all the way out to the end. This will really help with any headaches that you have. Because when we're going through the detox, the liver will store a lot of toxins throughout our life. That's what it does. It kind of processes any kind of medication or drugs or poisons, which might be accumulating in our body over the years. And its job is to process them and help them leave the body. But if the liver is already busy, it doesn't get to do that. So it becomes congested and it stores the toxins. So actually, when we're fasting, we're helping those leave the body. And so we can actually feel a little bit worse. We can get headaches and things like that. So don't be too hard on yourself. If it is really tough, go back to the week before. Make sure you drink plenty of hot water, plenty of lemon juice, tapping either side of your head. And keep doing those kind of liver stretches. Thumbs on top of the ears, over it comes to the top of the head. Remember, plenty of oily fish. Maybe I'll write about oily fish. Have I written about oily fish? Maybe I'll do oily fish. Oily fish is a fantastic thing to have when you're detoxing. Maybe I told you I did 30 days of just rice and fish, breakfast, lunch and dinner, one detox. It's a recommended shiatsu detox. So am I just talking nonsense now? So up on top of my ears and over, right on top of there, 100 yang meeting point. And tapping into there. My point was fish, really great to detox. And in Chinese medicine, we don't really kind of cut out carbs. We cut out the refined carbs, but we still need a little bit of carbs. And into the center of the eyebrows. So brown rice, quinoa, millet, all of these are fantastic carbs. And having those carby vegetables like parsnips, carrots, sweet potatoes, butternut squash. These all feed the spleen. Feed the spleen. Spleen, pancreas, really great for managing blood sugars. So rather than reaching for the sugar, go for a carrot. Okay. Rubbing hands. Over we go. Stroking over the neck, lots of large intestine and spleen points, over the heart, down to the dantian. And again, over the face, over the neck, over the chest, down to the dantian. And let's settle the chi coming up, up, up onto the toes, back onto the heels. Up onto the toes, back onto the heels. Apparently my whole house shakes when I do this, my kids tell me. So we want the whole of your house to shake. We want the chi to be so strong. Settling it down the spine, settling it down the spine. And let's draw down the heavens, breathing in and out. Drawing down the chi over the body. So this way we'll calm the body, restore the body. Breathing in, whereas at the beginning we do the opposite to energize the body. Over the top of the head, over the top of the head, the shoulders, the chest, over the belly, and gather in the dantian. Both hands over the dantian. This is your battery pack. This is where you store your energy. This is where all your movement and all your action should come from. And then you won't be depleted. So may you have a wonderful chi-filled day. May you be happy, may you be well. May I be happy, may I be well. May all beings everywhere be happy, safe, and well. So if you're staying around, let's have a chat. Otherwise, see you tomorrow.